Welcome. I'm Diane Yellowlight, a certified psychic. Today we're going to talk about relationships and communication. One of the most important things in a relationship is to learn to not have secrets and to communicate and to talk in terms of each other's understanding. No yelling and screaming, no accusing, no condemning, no justifying, listening. Because it takes two people in a relationship to understand what's really truly going on. So rule number one is you do need to take some time every day, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, to where you sit down and you talk with your person of significance. And just sit there and share. Share your day, let them share their day, and then talk about the things that you plan on wanting to work on together. Some things that are for the house, some things that are going out for activities, some things of visiting friends, etc. And make it clear that when you communicate, that if you have the same definition to the words that you're using, a lot of times one set of words, for example, impatience, can sound terrible, and it really isn't. You look it up in the dictionary, and it actually means that someone that really wants to change, wants movement. So that's positive. But if we don't know that, then we end up believing it's negative, and if you've heard that all your life, then of course it's going to affect you. So it's these kind of things that need to be shared with another person, and to be honest with that other person in your sharing. And of course, one of the reasons that a lot of times people don't share is because they get to the point where they're afraid that someone's going to get mad at them, someone's going to accuse them, someone's not going to understand them, and then they're going to get their feelings hurt. Well, it could happen, and sometimes it doesn't. But what does happen when you keep those secrets in relationships, then it draws on the consciousness of the person and the subconsciousness of the person that is keeping the secret. And eventually the other person on the other side senses something, and so pretty soon whatever the secret is comes out anyway, and then the person feels that they weren't trusted or were given a chance to make the decision if they would be angry or not. So it's really, really important that you sit down and you think about something, get it straight in your head, and then sit down and talk openly. And we mean communicate openly. Preference words, I prefer. This is how I'm feeling, not you made me feel this way. Nobody's going to be open to that. They may have made you feel that way, but you felt that way before, or you wouldn't recognize the feeling and it wouldn't bother you. So in some senses it's true, in some senses it's not true, because if it wasn't not an issue to you, then you wouldn't be concerned about it at all. So exactly. So the important thing is to not keep secrets. Sit down every day, spend some time to share with each other, and be honest with each other about how you feel about some things, and then stay to your guns. And remember, relationships become a compromise. It's sitting there working out things together. It's important. You've got to work out everything. You've got to sit there and you've got to be able to understand the other person where they're coming from and have some compassion. And know that within time, maybe sometimes they need to flounder a little bit, maybe they need to do some of the things that they're doing, who knows. But the most important thing is okay. Let it be. Let it happen. Let it proceed. And let it move in the direction that it's intended to move to in the first place. So you can go above and beyond any of your personal relationships with another, co-workers, sisters, brothers, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, friends, neighbors, whatever. It's always workable if you learn to communicate and listen, and then make sure that you understand what the person's communicating to you. Possibly you could say, I hear you say, and then they know that you've been heard, and you know you've heard them correctly. Sometimes we don't hear correctly, and then that becomes a problem. So take some of this advice, try with it, and I'm sure that you'll find that whatever's going on in your life that causes some kind of chaosness will be straightened out. And until next time, I send you love, light, and life, and hang in there. It's all worth it. You're going to do just fine. We're going to get you to the point of where you're going to be happy with everything that you do, and you're going to have less and less times that are disappointments and disturbing, and being able to be clear and live the life you're intended to be, as well as having another live it as well. So until next time, have a good one.